Okay, so we're joined by Noodles' mom, Karen, who I'm so happy to be having this conversation because you know over the past couple of years there have been a number of different lost dog stories. They don't always have that happy ending, but this one did. So it's fair to us. We can go back and look at it now. So just tell us how did this all start? How did Noodle get out?
Well, basically, we had some friends over, and one of them, they're just not used to dogs and not used to how sneaky she is, and they just opened the door and she just scooted right out, and they didn't even realize, and we didn't even know the door was open, and then, 10 minutes later, we said, we were getting ready to leave, and we said, "Where's Noodle?" And we thought she was inside because we didn't even know that she had, the door was open at any point. So we were running up and downstairs, looking in our backyard, and then we ran outside, and, that's when we realized that she was gone. And she's really never, left the block. She'll scoot out sometimes when we open the door, but she goes maybe 5 houses away, and then she turns back and comes back. But I guess since we weren't there, she just kept going.
Oh, geez. So now, what did that moment? Because listen, we all go through those scares. Hey, the dog's missing. I lost my keys. And then you end up finding your keys. You end up finding your pet. But in this case, at what point did you realize? Oh, God, she is gone. She's lost.
It was probably a half an hour later. Just we started walking around and we looked up and down the street, and we started going around the block, and then, we realized that she's nowhere to be seen. She just sort of vanished. And, I was still kind of in disbelief that, I was it was actually happening to me,
Right.
You see all these lost dogs posters, and you're like, oh, that would never happen or anything, and then all of a sudden you're like, nope, this is actually my life right now.
Oh, that happens to you. So now, okay. So now you she's gone. Obviously, you were heading out. So I'm assuming you canceled your plans. Now you've got you've got this is and how old is Noodle?
She's 10 years old.
Oh God, so she's an entrenched member of the family. I mean,
she's been with us since my husband and I met each other. We immediately got a dog,
Oh God.
So she's been with us for our whole relationship, when we were single and.
Oh God, and your kids, they've known Noodle their whole lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Geez. Okay, so now. You got this. What's your first move? What do you do? How do you go about trying to find her?
Actually, the first thing I did, I texted everybody I know in the neighborhood, and I just said, Noodle's gotten out. Please, keep your eye out for her. And then, pretty simultaneously, I was on Facebook and I was posting to Woodhaven Residents Block Association and Project Woodhaven, just saying, can you share this? Because I've seen you share it before. So, and then that was shared immediately. So that was really good.
It's amazing how many through, and not only when we share it, when I'm looking at the original one that we shared here now, and I was actually I was outside on the road when I got that, so I took a screenshot of what you had posted, and posted that, and looking at it, it has 155 shares.
Wow!
Meaning that of all the people that saw it, look, 7 people clicked on like, and 8 people commented, but 155 people ended up sharing that picture. And it reached almost 7,000 people.
Wow!
Amazing how the social media can help us in this situation, because the first hours are so crucial.
Yeah, it was so amazing, and we were so humbled by the outreach that everybody put in, and we just had people saying give me posters, I'll put them up for you anywhere, and then we had all of our friends on Facebook sharing. So that was just really this like amazing sense of community that I just felt.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Yeah. So now, but though, even though it had that great reach, the end of the first day comes, and we haven't found Noodles. So this was on Tuesday. So Tuesday night, you still haven't found Noodles. So now you get ready to go to bed. How'd you sleep that night?
Not well at all.
Yeah.
No, I just kept tossing and turning, waking up, and we kept, thinking that, we heard her, or, like my husband was out walking and he thought he heard her barking in somebody's backyard. So it was a bad night.
Yeah. I can't. I mean, listen, we have cats, and they are part of our family, and just the thought of them being, outside. I mean, I can just imagine, the images of in your head that must have been going through, of her wandering the streets of Woodhaven, and that must have been a rough night. So now you wake up the next morning, and you're going through the day, but at a certain point, you do get some good news. So tell us how that all comes about.
We pretty much we woke up that morning and we said, if we don't hear from somebody in like an hour or two, like she's gone, We put posters up and we blasted social media, all the vets and shelters and everything. So we were like, by like noon, I was like, all right, that's, she's gone. And then we got this call. We had gotten, maybe like 5 calls before that saying like, oh, I think I found your dog. And then they'd send you a picture or tell you where it is, and it wouldn't, wouldn't match up.
That's got to be like a real letdown. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
So this like 5th or 6th caller called in and she said, it's so weird. Like I just was walking to the subway and I saw this poster, like a found dog poster. And she said, and I looked at it, I'm a dog lover. I looked at it. I went up to the subway, sat down, was waiting for the train. And I looked at Facebook and she said, I saw your dog. I saw one of your posts. And I just, I jumped up and I ran back downstairs and I took a picture and she said, give this person a call. I think this is the person. So I called her and she was like, I was still kind of not believing it.
Uh-huh.
And she said, yeah, I'll send you a picture. So she texted me a picture and I just immediately started crying and I was like, oh my God, that's her.
Oh, that's great. That is great.
Yeah. So she said, she was at work, so she said, oh, my neighbor has her, so give her a call. It was just like so many different people involved in this.
Uh-huh.
And then I gave her a call, and she was like, well, I'm not home right now, but it's your dog. I'll be home in like an hour or something.
And now, where was Noodle picked up?
So we're like right off 91st Ave, and she had gone like. People had spotted her going north, so we were like really blasting that whole area with posters and flyers and everything. But turns out she had like made a big U and gone across Atlantic Ave and was on 97th Ave.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of like just threw us for a loop.
Wow. So crossing Atlantic Avenue is a big big deal. You wonder what time did she cross it, and I mean,
she crossed during rush hour, I think.
Oh
which
boy.
Is crazy. I mean, we just assumed that she hadn't she would never cross that because she's kind of like skittish. And she won't, she is aware that there's traffic and everything. So, we just kind of were like, oh no, she's definitely going up toward Jamaica. But
boy, okay, so now you know where she is, and tell us about this reunion.
Well, I took the kids there because my husband had to go to work, and so we went there and we parked the car because we were like a block away, and we walked up to her, and like from half a block away, I just went, Noodle, and she does this like little happy wiggle dance. So she started doing it, and she found this like little tiny like area with a fence in the woman's fence, and she just squeezed through, and she was just jumping all over us, kissing us, and she was very happy.
Oh, that's something. Yeah, that's a big adventure for her.
Yeah, and she's pretty much been sleeping since.
Well, yeah. She's, that's where you really wish, you could talk dog.
Yeah. So you could. Like, what did you do?
Yeah. That's a fantastic story. So now she's back. How did the kids handle this?
Well, I have like a 1-year-old, so she was kind of clueless. But
right.
She's been hugging her a lot, so I think she kind of got it. And then our 5-year-old was really happy, and she's thrilled that she's home.
Oh, that's great. Listen, this is something they'll remember. Again, it's part of your family's lore now. Just that time that Noodle got out, it's a scary thing, and we're just really really happy that there was a really good ending to this story, and we hope Noodle doesn't go on any more adventures. That she'll.
I know.
And I guess be careful who you invite over.
Make sure they realize that she's a sneaky little dog.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it was great talking to you and hearing the story. Thanks very much.
All right. Thank you.
All right.